We note with deep concern that the attacks and counter-attacks have created space for threats of violence to emerge. Of significance is the Hustler-Dynasty dichotomy that mirrors the narrative that preceded the Rwanda genocide. We all know the history of Rwanda, and it was because of such utterances as we are beginning to hear in this country that led, as we know, even to this country, to the deaths in 2007, 2008. We are beginning to see that, and it is for that reason that this kind of dichotomy should not be allowed to continue. We unequivocally condemn these acts of intolerance, incitement, violence, and murder. We not only call upon the security forces to arrest and prosecute the perpetrators, but would like to remind Kenyans and the politicians in general that this country has deep reverence for the Constitution and the rule of law. Non-violence is fundamental to that right. We use this sad event that has erupted in Murang'a County to reaffirm the need to respect divergent views and to remember the values of peace, national ethos, and cohesion that represent the people of Kenya. We implore upon top politicians to help discourage the rhetoric of hate and violence that has escalated in recent months. We vigorously support constructive, honest, and useful public debate, but we will not condone discourses that prematurely draw us into an early campaign period. At this point in time, we insist that all political parties recognize the right of each Kenyan, the right to life, the right to freedom, the right to enjoy the privileges of the Constitution. On today's development in Murang'a, we call upon the security and investigative agencies to identify, arrest, and prosecute those who might have participated in mobilizing and organizing the youth that ended up in causing violent confrontation. To our youth, we urge you to resist being used and manipulated by politicians and other negative forces in our society. We strongly urge all communities and groups to reject violence because, after all, history of violence and instability following the post-election violence of 2007-2008, it should be clear that violence is not a solution to the challenges facing this country.